Well, let me tell you this. First and foremost, the most important thing about tells is understanding that not all humans are built the same. So what one thing means for one person doesn't make it universal. So the most important thing is your observational skills. I will give you an example. Years ago, I was playing in a WSOP Europe tournament, and it was day one. I was playing with this kid, and he was chewing gum, and I wasn't even in the hand, but I was paying attention. And I noticed he made this big bet on the river. The guy was thinking, and he stopped chewing, just flat out stopped chewing his gum, right? So I want to see this hand. The guy calls, he shows a bluff. Okay, bank that. Now it's 2 days later, and I'm at the final table with the kid, right? He makes this big bet against me, and I'm looking, He stops chewing his gum, okay? That's all the information I have. But if it's a close decision, guess how valuable is that, right? So now I can say, well, this one's close. But based on tendencies, because I'd watch him in other hands, and he'd just keep chewing. When he had it, he kept chewing, Now he stopped. So I've just been able to gain such a huge advantage against this opponent by simply being, observational and watching what's going on. Now, there's always tendencies with different people, like in the way in which they smile. But one of the bigger ones probably is like posture in general.
Did you call the guy?
Oh yeah, he was bluffing. Yeah,
he was bluffing.
Yeah, no, it helped me. I called him and he was
got
bluffing.
it.
Now you'll see guys try to reverse that. And
Sure.
call those actors.
Sometimes,
and they're playing the leveling game or whatever. But generally, just by being, just by paying attention, that's really I can't understate how valuable that is as a skill. Again, it's less of a thing when you're playing against the Christoph Vogelsangs and the guys who just sit there like robots. But in your everyday game, you're going to see people. You're going to look where they're looking. I was doing a fun video with Alexander Botez recently. We were shooting something together at my house, and we were playing a little heads up thing. And she did the most obvious glaring tell. And I went, whoa! She did this thing where she had her cards, the 3 cards and the flop came up, right? It's subconscious. You don't realize you're doing it. First thing she did when she saw the flop,
looked at her cards.
She looked at her chips.
Yeah, chips.
She looked at her chips. So that's subconscious. It's your brain saying, ooh, I like it. I like what I see. What's next? I got to bet, right? So I'm watching. I see that, and it's my turn to bet. I go, no. You go ahead. And she had aces up on the flop, right? So just watching that. Conversely, if she's just staring at the flop and doesn't look at her chips, well, now she doesn't have anything. So that's just one very basic, simple thing that you look for. But generally speaking, with tells, when people are bluffing, they don't want to bring added attention to themselves, right? So let's say you play in a game where people smoke cigarettes. If a guy bets, smokes a cigarette, leaves this big mushroom cloud, whatever, he's like this, well, he's probably comfortable. If he smokes like this and doesn't want to let it out, he's trying to hide, right? So that's more likely that he's tense and uncomfortable. But that's what you're looking for.
If you're into network marketing, entrepreneurship, or personal development, hit subscribe for daily content. Don't miss out. We've got you covered every single day. Let's grow together.